So let's get into the movies section. As we come into the movie section, movies used to be an escape. They used to be something that you looked forward to at the end of the week. It's Friday, let's go see a movie. Now going to the movies is a 2-hour lecture about how you're a bad person, with a sneak peek at the very end of the movie for another one that is just going to be yet another 2-hour lecture about how you're a bad person. And on top of that, they still charge you $20 for the damn popcorn. Welcome, nerds, to the Clips channel. You are about to watch the movie news for the week, at least since the last time you were here, probably. So, movie news, this is a smaller portion of a larger video. If you want to get all of the nerdy news, all of the pop culture stuff that's going on, go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy. The name of the show you're looking for is called The Week in Nerddom, and that's where you can get everything. Or you can just stay here and specifically watch movie news. We're going to talk about upcoming movies, we're going to talk about things that are happening in the box office right now, see how they're doing, that kind of stuff, and yeah, the kind of everything pertaining to movies. So let's jump into that. Follow-ups and corrections here in the movie section. Looks like Brainiac is actually potentially going to be in the cards for the Superman Man of Tomorrow as the big villain. James Gunn just tweeted out the cover page of the script for said movie, which appears to be at least partially finalized. And it has a tease for what is being considered Brainiac. Back up a little bit, because there's a little bit there that maybe went under the radar. That's right, James Gunn is back on X because his foray into other greener or bluer pastures apparently wasn't as fruitful as he thought it was going to be. Next follow-up we have here is honestly kind of awesome. We have horror legend Robert Englund is going to be voicing the evil Jiminy Cricket character for the Pinocchio Unstrung movie. This is part of the Poohniverse, the evil child. I forget exactly what the technical title of the universe they're creating is, but they're the ones that did the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey movies, and then the Bambi movie, and we've talked about the fact they're doing Pinocchio next, and now we know that Robert Englund's going to be doing stuff for it too, so that's just kind of a win all over. Like, what could be better casting, honestly? And then in less great news, speaking of casting things even, the 007 situation has a little bit of an update. It's more of a insiders are saying kind of thing, but I think it's from enough proper sources that we can legitimately put this in news. But for all of you 007 fans out there, prepare to wait a bit longer. Sources are saying that the new casting for James Bond is not even going to start until 2026, with the Denis Villeneuve film not hitting theaters until 2028. So there you go. Okay, before we go any further, I need to say this. This show is powered by two things. First, my righteous indignation for all of the things in pop culture. That's kind of a given. You've dealt with that for years. Second, DUBBY. It is smooth, clean focus so you can keep gaming, working, whatever you're doing that you need a little bit more energy for as long as you need to keep doing said thing. The s'mores flavor, very specifically, is ridiculously good and like dangerously. This is my third tub. So if you want to see what the hell a s'mores energy drink tastes like, and trust me, you really do, go to dubby.gg, use code GenerallyNerdy at checkout, get 10% off, and I don't know what else to tell you. Again, Dubby, DUBBY.GG is the web address. Go purchase whatever the hell you're going to purchase from them, probably the s'mores, and use code GenerallyNerdy at checkout, and you will get 10% off of whatever is in the cart at the time. And don't forget to tell them that I sent you, because, I get some kickback from that. This is a sponsor spot. You also get some amazing energy drinks in the mail. So, it's a win-win. We do have a couple of new trailers this week in movies. First up is we finally get the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. It's got everything you'd expect. Mandalorians and Grogu and an AT-AT, which is kind of awesome. The downfall of an AT-AT that a lot of people seem to be giving this a bit more hate than I think it actually deserves. It doesn't look like it's going to be a perfect movie, but it definitely looks like it's going to be an enjoyable movie. So I don't know, go check out the trailer and come back and let me know what you think. Went a little high there early. Let's move on. The first Death Stranding anime movie also got a new trailer. I didn't even know this one was in the cards, but here we are with a brand new freaking trailer. It looks just as beautifully weird as the game would have you hope for a movie adaptation would be. It's not a direct adaptation. It is called Death Stranding Mosquito. It seems to be focusing on a character that I don't remember from the game, though I am still definitely working my way through, so I don't know, spoilers maybe? But either way, it looks pretty freaking awesome. Go check it out. And then a show, or a movie rather, that I've been kind of loosely keeping tabs on. We haven't talked about it on the show before because I still haven't seen the first one, but the cheesy sequel to Deathgasm, titled Deathgasm 2 Gore-mageddon, finally got a trailer. This is going to be, the soundtrack for this movie is being taken care of by Matt Heafy from Trivium, so that's kind of cool. But this time around, they're dealing with demons and zombies, and a budget, it would seem. So that's kind of a win, right? All right, so regular S news for movies, here we go. We have our big piece this week is a bit of a tectonic shift in the way Hollywood is going to function in years to come. It has finally been confirmed. We've talked about this once or twice in the rumor mill, but it has finally been confirmed that Warner Brothers Discovery is officially for sale. Not technically Warner Brothers Discovery anymore. The entertainment side of that split, remember we went into the details when it happened like 3 months ago or whenever the hell that was. So the side that is the movies and the video games and the non-news TV stuff, that side of things, non-informative, whatever, is definitely up for sale for sure. And it would seem that with this sale going up, the tech companies are kind of circling like vultures. This really isn't just a business deal. This is kind of an Extinction level event for the studio system as we know it. For years, we've watched legacy studios get hollowed out by corporate MBA types who don't understand or respect the creative process or the source IP or anything. And now, soulless corporate companies, think Apple, Amazon, even Microsoft has been thrown around a little bit, though it sounds like Netflix is going to be the most likely purchaser, possibly, with their near limitless cash, which kind of Netflix doesn't fall into that, but the other ones do. They just can't help themselves. They are going to be purchasing 100 years of cinematic history like it's some sort of new office chair. On one hand, this could mean more resources for really big projects that we are all looking forward to. On the other hand, do you really want the people who designed your phone to be in control of the future of franchises like Mortal Kombat, Batman, etc., etc., etc.? This is kind of the end game for the streaming wars, a massive consolidation of power that could functionally change the way movies are made and also will change the people who actually make them. So that's no good. It's kind of is what it is. We will definitely be keeping tabs on this one as it gets bigger, but let's move on. We also, now that we're out of the big one, we have a downer piece. Normally I like to start with these, but again, we're trying new things with structure. We have the passing of Robert Redford. I know, again, this happened last week. We didn't do a show last week, so we got to talk about it. Robert Redford died at the age of 89. Was in so much. He was part of the MCU. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, All the President's Men, just an incredible titan of this industry, passed away in his sleep at the age of 89. So we are going to take a moment for Robert Redford.
Every time I come up this canyon, every time I see that and feel it, I realize that I'm not taking it for granted.
Go pick me out a winner, Bobby.
Then our final piece of news for movies is an interesting one on a couple of different levels. So R.L. Stine is teaming up with DUBBY, so there you go, there's our multiple levels, is teaming up with DUBBY for a slate of new horror movies, the first of which is going to be Pumpkinhead. Not to be confused with the 1989? Yeah, 1988 horror classic. It's definitely not that. This is an adaptation of Stine's book, The Haunting Hour, which came out in the early 90s. It is set to be released on DUBBY. Again, not entirely sure because DUBBY's super shady when it comes to releases like this. Don't know if it's going to be VOD, if it's only going to be playing on a horror channel, or if it's going to be some sort of combination of the two, but it is going to be on the service to some degree on October 17th. So we will follow up and I will let you know how you can watch it, because if you're as intrigued as I am, then you really, really want to watch this movie, because R.L. Stine, Pumpkinhead, free? Yes, please. Which puts us into our suggestion for the week this week. This is, again, we're getting into scary season, spooky season. If you want a movie that's going to make you squirm in your seat and question your relationship with your own body, then it is time, my friends, that you watch David Cronenberg's 2022 feature film called Crimes of the Future. It is a weird and clinically fascinating piece of body horror that is about a future where humanity has evolved past pain and they grow weird organs. I don't really know how to explain it beyond that. It's not for everyone. That is for sure. If you're easily squeamish, then this might not be a movie for you. It's not really that much horror, though. It is a lot in the body horror stuff. It's not scary. It's just disturbing. I don't know how else to... Anyway, go check it out. It's really good. I love Cronenberg. This is Cronenberg at kind of some of his weirdest but still best stuff. So it's really, really good. But again, not exactly for everyone. That's your suggestion for the week. So you're enjoying this tiny slice of isolated weekly news, yes? That's great. If you don't mind, then feed this smaller algorithm beast by liking, subscribing, and sharing like you do for everyone else. But if you would rather escape the echo chamber that is short-form content, then there is a full, bigger beast, if you will, over on the main channel that's going to give you the entire story, and that is Generally Nerdy. Honestly, that's where the real war is being fought, so go enlist, won't you? Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.